watching we come these renegades in the ring. Where the lost get found and we crown of the circus king. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. It's blinding, outshining, and it can let you know. Just surrender, cause you're coming and you wanna go. Where it's covered in all the colored lights. Where the runaways are running the night. Impossible close to intoxicating you. We light it up, we won't come down. And the sun can't stop us now. Watching it.
Hey, Steep. Welcome to Hub 11. Anyway, welcome to Hub 11 Shooter. Welcome to Hub 11 Shooter. It's the same for Blumig WFA trade 9.40 spin WK screen washing machine. And Blumig TGF A4 550 Kenzie pump dry. Anyway, and having the Bosch WTN A32 30GB-1 condenser center dry anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, so as you may want to tell guys, we are using my grandparents' Bosch VarioPerfect yet again guys. We get to use the Bosch VarioPerfect yet again today anyway. We're using the Bosch VarioPerfect WAK28260GB/11 anyway. Which apparently guys, we get to use my grandparents' Bosch VarioPerfect yet again guys anyway. We get to use this lovely old machine anyway. The Bosch VarioPerfect WAK28260GB/11 anyway. Which unfortunately guys, we are definitely using the Bosch VarioPerfect yet again anyway. So as you may want to tell guys, we're going to be washing a few load of, there's some sort of load of dark colours we're going to be washing today. We're going to be washing a few load of mixed colours anyway today. So as you may want to tell guys, we're going to be washing a few load of mixed colours anyway in the Bosch VarioPerfect WAK28260GB/11 anyway. Which we're definitely washing a few load of mixed colours today anyway in the Bosch VarioPerfect anyway. With some sort of like dark colours there, some sort of like mixed dark colours we're going to be washing anyway. So yeah, apparently there's just some sort of load of dark colours we're going to be washing anyway. So yeah, so anyway guys, I'm just going to load this machine up anyway. As always, we're just going to load this machine up anyway. So yeah, it's just some sort of load of dark colours as always anyway. With some sort of like mixtures of dark colours, and it's just some sort of mixture load of dark colours, and it's just mixtures anyway. So it is, and it's just mixtures load of darks anyway. Dark colours anyway, it's just mixtures anyway. As always, it's just mixtures anyway. So yeah, it's just mixtures of it anyway. So yeah. There you see, that's just some sort of medium-sized load. You can see it's just some sort of medium-sized load of dark colours anyway. And I think for these load here, I think these ones here, they're just lights and whites anyway. These load here, they're just whites and a few tabs anyway. Which that's probably going to go on Collins 60 later, that would anyway, because that load here, that's going to go on Collins later anyway. So yeah, because for lighting and whites though, they're probably going to go on Collins 40 anyway, or probably 60 degrees Celsius anyway. So however, we're just probably going to do anyway. So detergents that we're going to put in use today. We're going to be using Bold 2-in-1 and Lavender Caramel Touch of the North Freshness anyway, bi-powder anyway. And softener I was going to think of using today. Probably going to be using exactly the same sulphur we used last time. It's Comfort Lily and Rice Flour anyway. That's the same sulphur what we used last time probably anyway. The Comfort Lily and Rice Flour anyway. It's the same sulphur what we used last time anyway. I just covered there's water in there though, as you can see anyway. As you can see, there's always water in this detergent compartment anyway. Just the same as my Blumberg anyway, because my Blumberg WF20 does the same thing anyway. So anyway, there you are. That scoop are just doing enough anyway. Probably need that much scoop anyway. Just one scoop anyway of Bold 2-in-1 anyway. Then put in some Comfort Lily Rice Flour anyway. Anyway, there you are. Just all you need really anyway. Just all you need for just that much of Comfort Lily Rice Flour anyway. So anyway, so as you can see, detergent's now already in anyway. So anyway, so the programs we're going to do on today, we're going to do an easy care 40 degrees on this one. We're going to do an easy care 40 degrees anyway. I think because like the one we washed a load of jeans and darks last time, we did it on East Care Dark 14, but this time we're going to do the normal East Care cycle anyway. With definitely not going to need any options, but it's going to be max temperature 40 degrees with 1200 spin, I believe, anyway. It's going to be an East Care 40 degrees on this one anyway. No, we're just probably not going to need e-component on this one anyway, which is only going to do an East Care standard 40 degrees anyway. We're going to do it on East Care 40 degrees anyway, with max spin of 1200 anyway. Which it takes about 150%. Well, I think the trouble is it takes. There we are. You see, there's a 4.80 kilogram anyway. So it's going to take 157 minutes left, and I'm going to press start anyway. So remember, this machine always does hot and cold fill. This machine does hot and cold fill anyway. So apparently it does hot and cold fill only. It does anyway. So it's just for the main wash time anyway. It just does hot and cold fill only anyway. Hold on. Looks like something in there. I think there's just something in there anyway. That should not be in there anyway. Sorry, it's just that key holder thing. It's just got stuck by the door seal. This is why we always mention to check something, because that's not supposed to be in there anyway. That's just why we always to check something that's not supposed to be in there anyway. So it's just catch it into a main wash, and I catch it there anyway. It's cheap. Bosch is just now main wash anyway. Bosch is just now its main wash anyway. So yeah, actually we want to tell guys, we're not even sesame wash, we're not even that sesame wash anyway, with bold tomb on touch with the North freshness anyway. Lavender and caramel anyway. So as you can see, we're not that sesame wash, you can tell anyway. So as you can see, we've got 58 minutes left, and it's currently got about 58 minutes left anyway. And temperature is just about 40 degrees, as you can tell. Temperature is just about 40 degrees anyway. So as you can see, temperature is just about 40 degrees anyway. So as you can see, we're just about 40 degrees anyway. So it's just catch rain, it's on first spin, so it's catch there anyway. It's cheap. Bosch is just now doing from the main wash, just tried to main wash anyway. So anyway, it's just doing from the main wash anyway. As you can see, we've got 36 minutes left. This machine's got 36 minutes left anyway. And we're going for the first intermediate spin anyway. This is the first intermediate spin I'm going for anyway. Get ready for the first intermediate spin anyway. First pass Charles, that's first attempt, not going on second attempt. That's 1,000 spin, actually, that's 1,000 spin, that's 1,000. Now we're on to first win, there we are, first win stage 1, 2 anyway, we're now on to first win stage anyway. It's first win stage 1, 2 anyway. HG Bosch is just now doing from the first wins, it's just out the first wins anyway. So it's just doing from the first wins anyway. So as you can see, we've got 28 minutes left, so this machine has got 28 minutes left anyway. And we're going for the second intermediate spin, we're going for anyway, going for the second intermediate spin, this is the second intermediate spin we're going for anyway. I suppose just first time, not going on second attempt. Second time, not going on third temp. There we go, that's 1,000 spin, that's 1,000 spin. I'm feeling for the second rinse. This is what we call this one, the spin fill it is anyway. As you can see, we're filling for the pre-wash compartment this time now, we're down from the jet anyway. There we go, on to second rinse anyway. Definitely it's the second rinse one, so anyway, second rinse stage anyway. almost just tried to tumble that this machine was anyway. That almost just struggled and tumbled that was anyway. This machine almost just struggled to tumble that did anyway. It's cheap. Bosch is just now drained from the second rinse. It's just out the second rinse anyway. So we just drained from the second rinse anyway. So as you can see, this machine's got about 20 minutes left until this machine's got 20 minutes left anyway. And we're going for the third intermediate spin. This is the third intermediate spin we're going for anyway. So we're going for third intermediate spin anyway. So yeah, this is the third intermediate spin we're going for anyway. Third intermediate spin anyway. So apparently this is what we're going for anyway. The third intermediate spin anyway. Oh, the time's just changed to 6 minutes, you can see anyway, that just changed to 60 minutes anyway. So that's right, that time's just got down to 60 minutes anyway. Well, there's no way it's going to spin that anyway. But it looks like that's too unbalanced anyway. There we are. That's first attempt, now going on second attempt. There goes 1,000 spin. Well, there we are, we're on to the final rinse now. We are final rinse, we're on to, anyway, we're on to the last rinse stage anyway. Now we're to the last rinse stage now anyway. Which apparently we're taking in the comfort lily and rice flour anyway. That's the same that's the same conditioner we used last time apparently anyway. It's the same conditioner we used last time anyway. The comfort lily and rice flour anyway. Fabric conditioner. It's cheap. Bosch is just now doing from the fine rinse. It's just out to fine rinse anyway. So anyway, it's just doing from the fine rinse anyway. And as you can see, this machine's got about 9 minutes left anyway. This machine's got about 9 minutes left anyway. And we're going for the final spin at 1200, I believe. Anyway, this is the final spin anyway. We're going for the final spin at 1200 anyway. So yeah, apparently we're going for the final spin at 1200 up anyway. So 1200 spin we're going for anyway. Going for the final spin at 1200 anyway. Yeah, that's first attempt, now go on second attempt. Second attempt, now go on third attempt. That's third attempt, now go on fourth attempt. That's fourth attempt, now go on fifth attempt. That's fifth attempt, now go on sixth attempt. There goes the 1,000 spin, that's 1,000 spin. That's 1,000. There we are, we're at 1200, there we are, 1200 spin, there we are, that's 1200. There we are, we're on to anti-crease now. We are anti-crease stage 1, 2 anyway. We're now on to anti-crease stage anyway. So no, it's the anti-crease stage 1, 2 anyway. It's the anti-crease stage anyway. Right. Let's get basket ready anyway, but let's just put my plate you see there anyway. Right. Definitely going to see what the results looks like, and see what the results looks like anyway. So to see what the smell of that conditioner looks like anyway, between Bold and Comfort anyway. Well, I'm going to say that between Bold and Comfort, that always came out so nice to do anyway. As you can tell, the Comfort Lily and rice flour fabric conditioner, it always comes out so nice to does anyway. But as you may want to tell, it always comes out so nice it does anyway. Comes out so nice anyway, like even proper nice anyway. So yeah, that's one of the best smelling conditioner I've ever seen anyway. It's better when the ones that's up there is the Comfort Blue Skies anyway, the Comfort Great Blue Skies anyway. It's better where you've already see anyway. So yeah, it's quite a nice conditioner actually though, the Comfort Lily and rice flour. Because it's obviously quite a nice smell conditioner anyway. I think it's because the fabric conditioner always comes out so nice anyway. Even though I really quite like that conditioner anyway. I wish I've used it on the Blumig W20 apparently though. I wish I've used it on the Blumig W20 anyway. But I wish we ever used it on the Blumig W20 anyway. The 9kg 300 spin anyway. So yeah, I wish I've used it on the Blumig W20 anyway. Check, there's nothing in there anyway. All like socks or underpants or anything in there anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed by the way with my grandparents' Bosch VarioPerfect WAK28260GB/11 anyway. So yeah, I'm not very sure what the next cycle will be on the Bosch VarioPerfect. I'm not very sure what the next cycle will be anyway. I think the next cycle we should be able to do is the outdoor cycle anyway. We should be able to do the outdoor cycle next anyway. With a load of green jackets anyway. I think that could be our next generation anyway. Probably washing some green jackets on the outdoor 40 degrees. I think on the outdoor 30 degree cycle anyway. I was going to say outdoor 40 degrees anyway. So I think we might be able to just wash some green jackets anyway. Which we will do on the outdoor cycle anyway. Anyway, it's just, I think as the outdoor 40 degrees, it's basically the spin speed of it is just more like a max spin of 800 anyway. I think it's because the difference is right. I think because of the outdoor 40 degree cycle, we probably could use that with Speed Perfect hopefully anyway. Probably doing an outdoor 40 degree cycle anyway. With Speed Perfect hopefully anyway. Just my usual visit, the one that I used to come to my grandparents anyway. Just for my usual visit anyway, like we always do anyway. Well, like sometimes a week we do anyway. Like every Saturdays we go visit my grandparents anyway. And because basically the motorcycle we tend to use on the Bosch VarioPerfect is mixed load anyway, because mixed load is probably the motorcycle we tend to use on the Bosch VarioPerfect anyway. I think because at the minute, because I'm giving up with mixed load apparently, because I'm giving up with mixed load and all that anyway. Just because I'm giving up with mixed load anyway, because I'm giving up a bit anyway. I think it's because I'm giving up with all mixed load anyway. So yeah, the only ones we haven't tried yet is the outdoor cycle next. The outdoor generation we also need to do anyway. And also we need to do the woolen cycle as well. We also need to do the woolen cycle and spin and drain only, I believe, and then we have to do the rinse only cycle anyway. I think the trouble is though, we haven't used the rinse we haven't done the separate rinse on the Bosch VarioPerfect apparently. Apparently on the Bosch VarioPerfect we haven't done the separate rinse anyway. So yeah, I think it's because of the parity though, because on the Bosch VarioPerfect we haven't done the separate rinse anyway. We haven't done the separate rinse and starch anyway. Which that could be the only thing we could do anyway after the outdoor cycle anyway. Probably do the separate rinse anyway. Probably could think about using the separate rinse anyway on the Bosch VarioPerfect anyway. Probably think about doing the separate rinse anyway. So yeah, I think there's 4 programs we haven't used apparently though. Well, the ones we have used so far is Cotton's pre-wash. We've used Cotton cycle, and then we did use Cotton's plus pre-wash anyway. And then this time we've used EasyCare apparently anyway. But we haven't used the EasyCare pre-wash yet as well anyway. That could be the next generation. That could be our next point anyway. Probably do EasyCare plus pre-wash anyway with a load of whites hopefully anyway. Probably with a load of whites anyway on the EasyCare plus pre-wash 60 degrees anyway. So yeah, that's a new program we haven't used anyway. The EasyCare plus pre-wash anyway. But the mixed load cycle we mostly use all the time though. And then we've used Delicate Silk, I believe though. I think we used Delicate Silk anyway. But the only thing we haven't used is the woolen cycle apparently, and EasyCare plus pre-wash anyway, and course, separates and starch, and then the spin only program anyway, and of course add the outdoor cycle as well anyway. There's only 5 programs to use apparently anyway. There's these brush pre-wash, and then woolens, separates and spin only, and outdoor cycle anyway. I think the spin and drain only cycle is more like the cottons anyway, but I think the trouble is with the spin and drain though, it's basically more like the cotton spin anyway. It's more like the fast cotton spin anyway. But if you can let it easily iron, that's only just like the gentle spin, I believe. I think because for the easy iron, the separate spin, it's more like the gentle spin, I believe anyway. Because these but I think when you slip, I think because the spin and drain only is like you only set easy iron anyway. But this is more like the gentle spin we have anyway. I think we used to have on the Bosch X7. I think on the Bosch X7 Traveling Express we used to have gentle spin anyway. I think because on the Bosch XS7 500 Express though they used to use gentle spin anyway, because they've only got the gentle spin program anyway, which this machine here hasn't apparently, because this machine hasn't got a gentle spin program anyway, but it only has spin / drain anyway, and because you can set it easy on, that's also like the gentle spin anyway. And because on the Bosch XS7 Traveling Express that only has 400 spin on gentle spin though, on the gentle spin is a 400 anyway, and also with these on spin only cycle is 800 on this one apparently anyway. I think it's because this machine is much more similar compared to the Bosch XS7 Traveling 500 Express anyway, which this is like the competitive machine anyway, better than the Bosch XS7 Traveling Express anyway, which unfortunately we don't have it here no more apparently though, which we used to have it at my place apparently though. Back in 2015 I used to film it on Washington 2000 anyway, but unfortunately I don't film it anymore on that anyway. So yeah, that's the only programs we have to use apparently though anyway. Probably these. I think the first cycle we should do for next year is the outdoor cycle anyway, with a load of green jackets anyway. Or if not, it might be the same load of darks. Hopefully, it might just be the same load of darks anyway, which we could probably do a mixed load cycle anyway. But I think with a load of dogs, we could probably go back to using a mixed load anyway. Or if there's loaded whites, we could just do cotton 60 anyway. Cotton 60 with speed perfect anyway. What we did last time, we probably do cotton 60 anyway with speed perfect anyway. So yeah, that's the only one we could do about it though for next generation, whether it's dogs or whites anyway. So yeah, or maybe green jackets anyway, which we probably could do outdoor cycle anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope just by the way. So yeah, just say guys, stay tuned. However you're on YouTube, stay tuned. Whether you're on YouTube, just stay tuned. However you're on YouTube, and just comment me. Whether you're on YouTube, just comment me. Whether you're on YouTube, and give me a request. Whether from my grandparents is Bosch, VarioPerfect WAK28260GB/11, the 8kg 4-inch spin washing machine anyway. Or the ones on top is the Bosch Series 4 WTA 792 Series 2GB-02 anyway. The vendor dryer, I believe anyway. The Bosch Series 4 vendor dryer anyway. So yeah. So you may want one guys, but just give me a request from all Bosch machines anyway, whether the Bosch VarioPerfect or the Bosch Series 4 anyway, for both Bosches I believe anyway, because there is the both Bosch anyway, and because we also got 2 Blombergs anyway, the 2 Blombergs appliances anyway, and 1 dryer officer anyway, and of course the Bosch, and of course the other Bosch Series 4 dryer anyway, which is also known as a condenser anyway, also known as the condenser dryer anyway, not vented anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you just anyway. I think because for my next visit, I think we might be able to do the washing. It might be the washing and drying race, hopefully anyway, between the Bosch VarioPerfect and the Bosch Series 4 anyway, which like I've done on the Blumig WF820 though, because and the Blumig 2050 anyway, which basically I've done it on the 2 Blumig appliances anyway, which we should be able to do washing and drying race between the Bosch VarioPerfect and the Bosch Series 4 anyway. That could be off for next visit, I believe anyway. Probably doing the washing and drying race. If there isn't, and then I'll probably just do normal washing anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed by the way. So yeah, hopefully we should move on to the outdoor cycle next. Anyway, we should be able to do the outdoor cycle side. Anyway, that's what we should move on to anyway, is the outdoor cycle anyway. There we go, this is more like Bosch classic drum anyway. So yeah, anyway guys, don't forget, keep it supreme and go to hop in another